Hello Dave's Eco Tours. Will we be able to book an excursion please? We're really interested in wildlife viewing.
Right, so there's three options available. The first is very popular, it's the classic whale watching. You know, sharks, other marine life, you know, guaranteed sightings. What else could you want? How does that sound?
But isn't that controversial? Wildlife provisioning is the use of bait as an incentive for animals to get closer to tourists. This is most commonly done in the shark ecotourism industry, where fish parts are thrown into the water. This is commonly known as chumming. There is an ongoing debate whether such practices will have long-term negative impacts on the targeted species and their surrounding ecosystems. Possible negative impacts are long-term changes in animals' behaviour and an increased danger to people through accidental bites. A study in Fiji discovered that some bull sharks were meeting their full energy requirement just through food provision. This may result in them hunting less. As they're an apex predator, this could impact fish populations long term.
How about getting up close and personal? You know, get close to the animals, or even grab a ray out of the water for you, get a selfie. That any better?
Wait, that's actually really bad. For both animals and humans, tourists in close contact with animals is more often detrimental than good. Humans represent a threat through their actions and often lack of understanding. Creating a situation where the line between predator and prey is unclear, like hugging a ray, a wild animal could be provoked to attack or be put under immense stress. Tourists who are not as educated on such matters are less likely to appreciate this and call harm to themselves and to wildlife. Human beings must respect boundaries, but this is continually ignored in tourist areas and activity centres like this. Interactions with humans not only affect animals' behaviour, but the habitat as well. Natural habitats are shrinking, particularly in tourist hotspots. Consequently, wild animals are struggling to find a way to avoid encountering humans. The loss of a safe place is causing them to encroach into busy human-populated areas where they are more vulnerable.
Alright, what about something a little more romantic? You know, get a speedboat over to the island of Tortuga, you know, bring a picnic. Surely you can't say no to that.
Hold on a second. Boat collisions are another unexpected impact of ecotourism. Despite strict regulations to make sure boats do not get too close to species, such rules are often broken by tour boats who take tourists closer than needed to wild animals. In Bocas del Toro, in Panama, the distance regulations means boats should come no closer than 100 metres to resident bottlenose dolphin populations. However, there are at least 10 deaths reported due to collisions with tour boats between 2012 and 2014. Most collisions result in either immediate death or severe injuries, and those that are lucky to survive the initial collision will often die slowly from the injuries they sustain or due to predation as they can no longer defend themselves. Large marine species such as whales, sharks and manta rays are often most at risk due to their feeding occurring mostly at the surface, therefore increasing the risk of collision with tour boats.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've seen the error of my ways. From now on, you can call me Eco Steve! It's not all bad news. Conservation relies on education and funding, and sadly this can't all come from donations. Tourist taxes provide a large amount of conservationist money, and first-hand experience can create empathy to promote further change. Tourism also helps local people move away from more detrimental practices like hunting and poaching. Remember to check the company is sustainable.
And make sure you give the animals the space that they need.
Don't feed wildlife, and please don't use boats that will risk injuring animals.